Hey guys, uh, hope all is well. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that this had a little keyboard thing on there. Let me keep that on there. So I am back for a video, and it is a completely different video than I've ever done before. So welcome back. Thank you to all new subscribers. And as I mentioned, I will have content just coming and coming and coming because there's some significant changes that we are making in the background, and I've been talking to you all about it, and I said it's time. So first, the topic of this video is about my weight loss journey. And I see videos like this often, and some of these videos that are very transparent and authentic are the videos that help me the most. You all don't know. What I say is that you never know who our coach is going to be. And our coach could be a variety of people that we find, that we get advice from, that we get next steps from, that we're questioning a thing and praying about a thing. And then the next person just comes along our path and gives us that information. You may not know their last name. You may not know who their parents are, when they were born, any of that. You just know that the information comes to you. And sometimes that information comes to me by way of videos or just meeting people, however it comes. So I am sure that we will be sharing our content more as the Spirit leads us, right? Knowing that we can impart into someone and help them along the way. So how do we get here? First of all, got a new hairdo. Today I sprung it on my family, and they're like, "Oh, I have not dyed my hair. I'm not leaving my gray journey. It's just something that I'm doing a little bit different because I need to put my hair in a protective style because I'm swimming a lot, because I am 50 now and things are changing, and what else? Yeah, that's it. So let's talk about 50. So last month I turned the big 5-0. We went to Florida. We had a good time. I spent time with my kids as an adult in Florida. One of the things I've always wanted to do was to take them to Florida when they were kids. That didn't happen. A lot of sacrifice raising them. A lot of things happened. My youngest son did not get a chance to go, but greater things are ahead. So I had an amazing birthday at Disney. My first time going, and for what we just walked through in life, I felt like I needed to be a kid again. And it was an amazing trip. And Disney was still celebrating their 50th birthday. So I had a chance to celebrate my 50th birthday at Disney. So what happened at Disney? So there's some great things that happened at Disney. I felt like I had some healing go on there. I felt like even though my mother is no longer with us, I felt like she was with me during that trip. And I have to tell you guys that in another video because it's just amazing what happened. And we did a lot of walking. We did, I think, 21.87 miles in about 3 days. So we walked and we trucked and we had fun and we smiled and we laughed. I'm glad that my middle son, he said when he started to get tired, he said, "Mom, my feet are hurting. I'm not getting up." I was like, okay, well, I don't feel bad because I'm the heaviest person on this trip. And so this is why I'm doing this video today, because I was the heaviest person on this trip. And I made a decision, a conscious decision just recently, and a package just came today. And so now I'm like, this is it. There's no turning back. You're going to start because the package just came to my door literally like 10 minutes ago. So what happened on that trip? I had a lot of exercise preparation that prepared me for all of the walking. So where there were people that were in the park and heavy and older, I felt like I was really prepared for it because I did a lot of cardio and walking and pools and things like that. But things happened on that trip that made me just realize that I do not want to be this person for what God has for me. And what I believe that he desires for me to do, and what I know is ahead, I need to make some significant changes. Also, I had lost the weight before in 2013, and then life, as I say it, knocked on our door, and I am older now, and I had a major significant surgery. I had a hysterectomy, total hysterectomy in 2019, and it did a different thing. So here we are. So I put some weight on, and now I'm like, what are you going to do? So today's video is, why do I want to lose weight? And I literally wrote a letter this time. I wrote a letter this time because I want to be able to go back, and I want to remember with you all, and I'm sharing it with you all, my why. And so I did this letter on 4/4 because I'm going to start this journey on Monday, and I want to start it with my why, and I want to make sure that I keep looking at my why. And I'm going to share my why with you all today as accountability, so I hope you don't mind. It is about 30 things that I noted, and this could get a little emotional, and this may be a little long, but this is why I want to lose weight and why I don't want to be fat anymore. I didn't used to use the word fat. I used to use chunky. But it is what it is. And another thing is, just before I start to read this list, well, I'll read the list and then I'll come back to that. So why I want to lose weight. My knees hurt sometimes. And sometimes I have a hard time going up the stairs. Number 2, it's hard to get up the stairs. So I said it again. It was hard to go to the bathroom a couple years ago, just moving around in there. I was at my highest a year and a half ago, and I took off 66 pounds. So it was difficult, and that's when I knew things were out of control. Working out, I need that to be easier. Walking at Disney, wherever I go, I want to be able to walk it. Wearing jeans, because I saved my jeans, because I knew that one day I would be able to get back in those jeans. I just felt like I could. Not wearing extenders on the plane. This time when I got on the plane, my one girlfriend, I'm lighter than her, but she told me when she just got on the plane, she did not use the extenders, but I felt like I did not want that embarrassment, so I just asked for the extender ahead of time instead of sitting in the seat and then having to get back up and ask for it. I just said no, so I wore an extender. People looking at me like, how did she gain all this weight? And I remember leaving the Sarah Jakes conference and having to face all of the people that I initially had lost the weight in front of. And here they were just standing outside. And I was just like, gosh, this is just like heartbreaking, because I had lost 141 pounds. Number 10, people perceiving you as not healthy, because yes, I'm overweight, but I can run miles on some people that are smaller than me. My blood pressure got high and I went off of that medication. Number 11, I had a pre-diabetes scare last year, and I controlled both of them on half of the medication that I'm on because I want to be off of the medication. So both of them, I have figured out how to control both of them through diet. And that's another video. My work confidence, because I have a very beautiful career that I know that the Lord has entrusted me with, and I want to do some things different, and I want to make sure that I'm walking in the confidence and assurance that I have to be able to successfully do that job. And I sometimes, my weight gets in my head sometimes. Undergarments. That's a longer story. Skating. I have been thinking about getting back on roller skates, and I don't want to fall. So I'm like, okay, I can't fall at this weight, so I want to be smaller. Getting out of the car, because our car is low to the ground, sometimes that could be a little challenging. I put wearing jeans again, and I already had that. It's important to me. Smaller shoes, because my kids bought me these sneakers when I first lost weight, and they're a little tight. and I won't give them up. So those sneakers, I think I wore them 2 times, are still in the closet. I went back in those sneakers, and actually I had to buy new sneakers, and the size had to be bigger because they were cut small. This is a whole Nike situation. So those sneakers will go, and I'll have to get new lime green Nikes, but I had to buy them a size bigger because my feet are fatter. Yoga. My knees hurt sometimes, right? Just from doing the stretches and just stretching anything on your knees. Getting up faster. Just want to get up off the ground. Sometimes I'm doing weight videos and I have to stop the video to get up off the ground because I can't get up that fast. My knees when I pray. That's utterly important because sometimes I get into a thing and I just get on the side of the bed or wherever I'm at and I just go into a prayer and I'm not down there that long because my knees hurt. Forget the pillows. I don't want the pillows. I know what it's like to get on the knees and pray and your knees not hurt. Mobility. Smaller bras. Yeah. Movie chairs. Hiding not feeling comfortable, because that's the thing, right? Like you don't feel comfortable, but you hide that. Lotioning my legs, doing my nails, and that's number 26. Getting on rides at the park and the trail ride. So this summer, my girlfriends and I went to the trail park, and it was a weight capacity on there, and I was just there. I made it. It wasn't a thing. But I don't want to ever have to experience that again. Same with, we want to go to exercise the bungee ropes out of the ceiling, and there's a weight capacity. I don't want to deal with weight capacities, limitations with weight capacities. That's number 28. 29 is plastic chairs at barbecues. That's a thing. You know those white chairs? I talked to another one of my girlfriends about it, and she was like, Rhonda, I will not sit in those chairs. And I was like, I know, because you'll be embarrassed. So you have to scan the room to make sure that you don't fall. And here's the last thing, 30. I said this harsh reality to my husband the other day. And I said, I don't want anything to happen to me and I pass from this life and then I'm upstairs and I am heavy and you can and the people come and get you out. This is a reality. And they have a difficult time getting you down the stairs because dead weight is heavier weight than your actual weight. And he looked at me and I said, yes, this is, babe, this is real conversations that we are having. And I had to tell him this the other day because I'm like, babe, this is what I'm struggling with. And I've never said this to you, but this is what I think about being heavy. And it's starting to bother me. And it has always bothered me because I've been heavy my entire life. And I've taken it off at different times. So I have to figure out what is going to help you keep it off. I figured it out, right? I'm here. I am here in a different location. We have moved, and I moved into a place where I have to face some childhood stuff. So I'm working through traumas and healing and tools and toolboxes and all of that good stuff to move to my next dimension of life that I believe that the Lord is trusting me with. But I think He's brought me back to this place interesting enough to deal with this stuff. There's no moving past it. There's like, I have to have courageous conversations and deal with the hard stuff. So one of the things I tried to do on my social media, and this is what I was going to say before I read you the list, was I tried to step into this place of body positivity. And I do have body positivity. But I want to be clear that I can be curvy and I can be heavy, but I'm not exactly heavy in the place that I am in. But I've made do with who I am and the weight that I am, and stepped into a place of not trying to really shrink back because I know that there's purpose in me. But in doing so, I have to take some responsibility and take care of the body that the Lord allowed me to live in. So I just wanted to give you that all today. Not to bash anyone, not to down talk anyone, this is all about my journey and just how I feel. This is 50 years in. I lost the weight the first time through a program called LA Weight Loss. Someone gave that to me. I took it off, put some weight back on. My body just does not do well with certain carbohydrates, right? Did it again. I did food addicts and I took the weight off. And I just knew with food addicts that I would not come to this place again. I was like, I had it down packed. I was very disciplined. So I have the discipline, I have the fortitude to lose the weight. Now I have gone through the discovery of what it takes to keep it off and filling my toolbox with things to help me when difficult times come, right? Because sometimes life does something different. And a lady said to me in such a surreal manner in a pool one day, complete stranger, and her and I are talking, and she tells me, maybe you dealt with it the best way that you can. She was like, Rhonda, there's drugs, there's different ways that people cope, and maybe that was your best way. And so you didn't give up, you just took a different option. And so I just wanted to let you guys know today that this is going to be a part of my YouTube videos. Some of the journey while we're still doing social media apps and still sharing with you content, because I'm using the apps in the things that I'm doing. So I use apps for task lists in my work life, but I share everything with you here. And I cannot not share this part with you because it's a significant part of who I am. And we all have this journey, this evolution of life that's calling us to something greater. And we never know who needs the help, because someone shared something recently with me. Multiple people. Every journey that I had, there's been somebody that said, hey, I'm here to help you. And then I, grabbed on and I did my thing. And here we are again. And so just so you guys know, there's weight loss surgery has been in front of me multiple times. And every time that I try to get involved in it, there's a no. There's a no. And my prayer has been to the Lord, well, if it's no, then you have to give me something else. And what is that something else? I also know with surgery, there's like one person that I know that has significantly kept the weight off, and they all still have to put in the same amount of work, if not more, with other deficiencies. And so that's just not my path. And I know that people will say, well, why don't you just get weight loss surgery? It seems so simple, but I'm trying to tell you that every time that I've tried and I've gone through the whole approval and sleep apnea test and everything, and then the Lord is just like, no. And so I believe my path is to work through it, figure it out, pray, depend, and really get to the bottom of the healing, right? The healing, the stuff that's, that's bottled up, the stuff that's gnawing at me, the stuff that nobody understands it. Like, why are you eating over that? All of that stuff. So that's it. Just wanted to share it because this video is getting a little long. But you'll start to see me opening up about that video, sharing my journey, along with the apps, along with anything that I have in my life that I know helps me. And when I think about, hey, someone may need that information, and I'm coming along and I'm sharing it. And hopefully you guys will hang with me, support, comment, share, let me know if it helps you. But my life, I believe, is at a precipice of phenomenal change, a metamorphosis, and I'm looking forward to it. Monday is coming and everything is getting started, and I just wanted to share it with you all and say thank you and hang with me, and more great things are to come. So take care. Thank you for listening to my why I want to lose weight story, why I don't want to be fat anymore. And the last thing, my granddaughter doesn't know chubby. She just knows like, honey, your arms are shaking. So she knows the difference. She can tell the difference. And I want to be my best version of myself for my grandkids. So I love you all. Thank you so much for listening, and take care. See you real soon.